All you wanna do is talk, I don't even talk.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Hines now on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Play action. Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air. But no, incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Smith to return it. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For Cam Newton, and the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Gaskin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Newton on 1st down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kwity Paye in there to drop him. And that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Campbell making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Newton. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Darius Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey. 4 down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown! Paris Campbell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to add on to their first-half lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return is Hines. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Breaks a tackle. Taylor's got the first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Newton on first down. Left side, Doyle with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Dolphins 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run now with Gaskin. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You black shot. 58, boys. 58. 58.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return is Hines. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
That's a nice job there. That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
To his throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On play action, here's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Newton. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Keep it up. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gaskin. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Another run with Gaskin. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kwity Paye in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got him.
Newton's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.